Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vicenza Middle School. My name is Dr. Tim Black, Director of Music at Vicenza High School. It's almost spring break, and we've been working diligently. It's been a very, very busy time since January. We worked on honor choir and band auditions right when we got back. Some of our students attended the Honor Jazz Festival at the end of January. We've just returned from the Honor Choir and Band Festival, where we had a really good time. We were very successful. And now here we are to put on one more short, sweet, but very cool program for you, including some traditional concert band music, some vocal jazz, featuring a vocal duet from the Jazz Festival. Members of the Honor Choir will sing a couple of things for you, and then a little audience participation. Uh-oh, I saw some people get up and walk out. Wait a minute, wait. Okay, so this will be really nice. We're going to start by featuring the concert band. Our composer of choice this year, because of what great percussion section music he writes, is Dr. Mark Lortz, a university professor, and he writes about stealth mission. It's based on driving rhythmic motifs that are introduced by percussion. Woodwinds and brass are added gradually, build a sense of drama and intensity. There's a lot of cool grooves in here. We'd like to begin with Stealth Mission. right, thank you. Now do you feel the energy of being stealthy? Stealthy, yeah. So we're gonna bring on the concert choir, and we're gonna be doing some vocal jazz for you. Any jazz fans out there? 6. Okay, well then this is customized just for the 6 of you. A lot of us know the jazz standard, Fly Me to the Moon, right? Fly me to the moon, let me sway among those stars, and how it swings. Little Count Basie, little Frank Sinatra, arranged by Quincy Jones, the great arranger. You may have not ever heard Fly Me to the Moon quite like this, adding a little Latin flair, a little samba, if you will. This is a cool Kirby Shaw arrangement of Fly Me to the Moon, featuring the concert choir. That's kind of fun. Now, of course, it's just begun spring out there, primavera, but we're hearkening back to my favorite season, which is the autumn season. Met my wife in the autumn. We were married in the autumn, so I'm always thinking and dreaming of autumn leaves. This is a cool Paris Rutherford arrangement of the jazz standard. We're going to feature bass, Jay Baker, and Kim McGrew. Kim, are you a sophomore, a junior, senior?
Sophomore.
a sophomore. So you're going to welcome them, and they're going to have little solo snippets on Autumn Leaves.
I didn't bring up the part of the
That was a good cover. Okay, this is a big one. Are you ready? Sorry, Amber.
Since you went away, the days grow long. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But I miss you most of all, my darling. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, start to fall.
Most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall, and I see your lips, the falling leaves of red and gold.
And Kim. And Jay. I seem to need a concert program. Sir, may I steal? I mean, may I ask please for the program? I didn't wait for the response, but thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Would you awesome jazz singing gals, would you like to introduce this piece? This is Nicole Piccolo and Pasha Miletich, both honor jazz members, both freshmen and alumni of Kadena Middle School, and they're going to introduce this great tune that they did at festival. Welcome them up to the mics. You want to introduce?
Sure. So this song is called Your Mind's on Vacation, and we performed this at Jazz Fest. Yay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'll just adjust this. Are you going to take it up?
Can we?
Yeah, of course. There you go. right. Are you ready for this? I hope so.
You're sitting there yakking right in my face. Now I'm gonna have to put you in your place. If silence was golden, you couldn't raise a dime. Oh no, because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You're quoting figures and you're dropping names. You're telling stories and you're playing games. You always laugh when things ain't funny. And you try to act like you don't need any money. If talk was criminal, you'd lead a life of crime. Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. Ba-dum-da-day, da-day-oh. Ba-dum-da-day-da-day-da-da-da-da-da-day-oh. Ba-da-da-day-oh, ba-da-da-day-oh. Da-da-da-day, da-da-da-day, da-ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whoa, you know that life is short and talk is cheap. Don't go making promises that you can't keep. If you don't like the song I'm singing, just grin and bear it. And all I can say is if the shoe fits, wear it. If you must keep talking, please can you make it right? Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. Oh, your mind's on vacation. I said your mind's on vacation. You know your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You know your mind's on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You know your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
All right. Give it up for them one more time. All right. How exactly am I supposed to follow that? Yeah, thanks a lot. Lots and lots of talent at Vicenza High School. I want to just ask the rest of the choir something real quick. You want to listen to this and go off the side while the honor folks sit? Yeah. You know, this way, you can go that way. Did you get your... And then you all get yourself situated. Hey, thanks for being patient. Another great transition, if you want to. Yeah, I know that bragging is not a good thing, but can you indulge me just for a moment? We'll call it something else. I'm very excited to tell you about the group of people on the back of your program. Do you have your program? Look at that. I have your attention now. The 20 young people on the back cover were all selected for honor, choir, and band due to the findings of adjudication. The competition we have to get into honor groups in music is to get into the group. It's not that we then come together to compete against one another. Adjudicators from around the Dodds world didn't know who the student was, didn't know where they came from, but they just listened to the recording. And we had something akin to 7 out of 13 sopranos from our school. And we had something like 5 altos, 3 tenors, and 2 basses. We had 1 clarinet, 1 flute, and 1 percussionist, as well as members of the treble choir, the concert band, the flute ensemble, and the concert choir. All of you can, should, and probably are very, very proud of these particular great students. Let's give them a round of applause to just congratulate them. We're going to catch our breath here just for a moment. I want to make sure the sound level is exactly right. Thank you for your patience just for a moment. Can you just sing, ooh, ah, ooh, big voice. Ooh, ah, ooh. Is someone going to introduce this one? We're going to do Earth Song.
Good evening. My name is Eliza Gill. I'm one of the freshmen from VHS who was able to attend the Honor Choir and Band Musical Festival up in Germany. And our next song, Earth Song, is one of the songs one of the 2 songs from that festival that we are going to be performing for you tonight. And the man who wrote the lyrics to the song, when he wrote them off a dream he had where there was no music in the world. And in this world, there was no hope. And that world in his dream was not unlike the world of quarantine and COVID that we experienced, especially as people who music is such a large part of our lives. And through that, music was our hope. And I hope that you can feel that as we sing our song. Thank you.
Sing your first
standing strong. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Through darkness and pain and strife, I'll sing of thee.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jarius Baker. I am a senior at Vicenza High School. I was also one of the people that had the honor of going to Honor Fest. And the next song we're going to be singing is called 1941, which is a poem written by a mother to her son who was just leaving to fight in World War I. This song is honestly very moving and powerful, and I hope that when you guys hear the words in this song, you also feel the same way. Thank you.
This was the second half was part of the honor choir audition. So everyone in the choir was asked to learn this and record and be considered for the honor group. So a lot of singers in here are probably excited to hear how the rest of this song is. 1941. I'm going to get the sound level right first. Is that really close? Is that right? Okay.
There'll be no separation. Through any days long endless run, or while Orion walks the sky, you will be here, you'll be close by. You'll be close by.
And though you stand in jungle mud,
You stand in jungle
or
mud,
watch the waters turn to
watch the
blood,
waters turn to blood. You will with me wade silver streams, and find fulfillment of our dreams. Dreams, 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 dreams.
on nights
was very nice. Very nice. It's always nice to have a lot of variety in shows because we always want there to be something for everyone. For instance, if you're a fan of choral music, hopefully we just scratched the surface and piqued your interest for next time. If you are a vocal jazz person and or just love concert band, that was probably really exciting for you, and they're going to close the show. But before that, as promised, look inside your program and see what is second to last. You might know this tune from your childhood. Does anyone recognize the song by the title? You do? You can sing along. Actually, you're required to sing along if you know this tune. I suppose you can too, because you know the tune. And we're going to welcome to the stage the lovely, the talented Mrs. Amy Black. And so, yeah, you can hear it. All right. So it always starts like this, of course. Sure.
1 second. I gotta get my feet.
That's fun.
Okay,
That's
ready?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, and. Do you recognize this? Did you know it has words? You don't know the words yet. They're going to sing just the melody for you, and you can just go, Lou, Lou, Lou. Try it. 1, 2, and go. All right. So you got this? All right. The orchestra is still playing. There's going to be a place where we're going to wait, and then you're going to join me and echo back some fun stuff. Who's game? Oh, 46 people. I see how it is. You can sing that too if you want.
Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul. The way you fooled me too madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. Heart and soul, I begged to be adored, lost control, and tumbled overboard gladly. That as your nightly kiss, there in the moon mist, oh, but your lips were thrilling, much too thrilling. Never before were mine so strangely willing, but now I see what one embrace can do. Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss you stole held my heart and soul.
Are you ready? Isn't that cute? Yeah, you're gonna think it's cute in a minute when you have to answer me back. Got it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're gonna introduce the audience participation component. I saw that 47 of you are interested. The thing about this doo-wop chord change, it's everywhere in the 50s and 60s especially. It's all over the place. So you're going to echo back a few things with me. Are you ready? I'm first. Do ya do dot. Sweep ba doo bop. Ba ba doo 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 bop. Ba ba doo da 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 da. Even this. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I have a girl in Oklahoma, she's my favorite gal. Now see, you can improvise because I've never heard that song before. It's not a real song, but I just decided, wouldn't that be cool? In the middle of that phrase, I thought of my wife of 35 years over her, and she's not from Oklahoma, so sorry, honey. Now, a little more of this call and response, and then we'll let the choir finish. Are you ready? Bop, ba ba da bop, bop. Ba ba da ba da ba da da. That was pretty good. Try this one. Boodly boodly da ba doo da doo da doo doo da doo bway 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 ba doo doo da. Good. Give yourselves a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul. The way you flew me to madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. Heart and soul, I begged to be adored, lost control, and tumbled overboard gladly. But as you kindly kissed, there in the moonmist, although your lips were thrilling, much too thrilling. Never before were mine so strangely willing, but now I see what one embrace can do. Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss you stole held all my heart and soul.
I have three other very, very important people to recognize. As I mentioned, there were three excellent musicians from our band program selected to honor band, and I want to make sure you see and recognize those people. In the front row, freshman clarinet player Ms. Presley Lewis. Also in the front row, sophomore flautist Ellie Delap. And percussionista extraordinaire back in the percussion, sophomore percussionist Marley Denton. And there is Annika Svensson, member of the Honor Treble Choir. Give her a big hand. Like, there, now we can see you. Fantastic. Did you have fun at festival? Absolutely. Did you learn something, band members, at festival? This should be of encouragement to the other 40 band members up here that you too can finish and learn a lot and become part of that great ensemble as well. Have you had fun tonight? I hope so. We're going to end with probably their favorite song, that is the concert band. It is a programmatic piece of music about the process an event known as a bullfight. The matador or toreador comes out dressed elaborately, and often roses are thrown into the ring. Elegantly, he's very dashing, picks up the roses, smells them, and tosses them away because he is focused on the event to come. He will allure people with his mad skills, and I don't have them, but I'm demonstrating what that would look like. And as the bull is getting ready to enter the ring, there is a lot of fanfare. The bull charges, and you'll hear the rest of the story. This is the band and a matador's tale.
Are you ready?
Something always happens, and this is it. No, you shouldn't. Hey, we forgot a tune. I forgot a tune. Do you know the story about Pandora? Pandora was the first mortal woman in Greek mythology. Following the instructions of Zeus, the chief figure in Greek mythology, she was molded and endowed with gifts by all the other Olympian gods. One of these gifts was a jar full of all the evil spirits and diseases that existed globally. Pandora lifted the lid of this jar and set all spirits free except for Elpis, the god of hope, who remained behind to comfort humanity and is usually depicted as a young woman carrying flowers or a cornucopia in her hands. This composition is a tribute to Elpis and the hope that we all need in our lives. Get ready to open Pandora, but this is the story of after. You've been a great audience. Thanks so much for being here. Spring break is around the corner. In order for all of us to get out of here as quickly as possible, we have left a couple of things, just two, strewn around the band room. So we want to make sure that that room looks nice, correct? Yes, so everyone will help with that. And Mrs. Black, would you like any help with the things on the stage or in front? No. Well, there you go. Again, you've been great. This is a Matador's Tale. I would be remiss if I did not thank Brian Morrissey and his crew working the cameras up front. I believe we're streaming, and you will also find a link soon that you can send out. Thank you. This is the concert band, and we finish with A Matador's Tale. dismissed. If everyone can stay and just kind of help, and then we'll be done quickly. Thank you.